All right, everybody, SVTWRC here. This is an update for the mighty Spark EV. So what we're trying to do essentially with this Spark EV here is we are going to try and autocross it. Now, the problem is the range on this car right now with a full charge says 75 miles. Now, that's not the full mileage that this thing can achieve. This thing goes off of a system where it takes the last 50 miles and it takes the average of your driving. It gives you, it's called the guessometer. So it's guessing right now that if I drove the same exact way that I did for the last 50 miles, the average miles that I'm gonna get for this trip is 75. Now, my drive to work's very short and back, the whole thing with detours. And if I took the long way home, would take 35 miles. So I'm well within range to get this thing back home and charge it before the next day. And I'm only charging it from maybe around half of its 19 kilowatt hour battery. The problem with taking this to the autocross is that the autocross, depending on which one, could be a great deal away. And the problem is I'll get it there, drive it, but I won't be able to get it home. And because it doesn't have DC fast charge, and there's really no DC fast charging available in the area of mid to upstate New York, it's really quite dry. One of the only DC fast chargers I found is actually at the Chevy dealership. So, you know, what are you going to do with that? And they make you pay for that. But that's the deal right now, is we're going to try to get this thing hauled. I'm going to try and carry it. Now, I have a Jeep that I bought the Jeep package with. It has a special tow package with upgraded, I believe there's some upgraded cooling and everything so that it's a little more towing capacity to the regular Jeep Wrangler. So this being a very lightweight car, it's under, I think it's 3,000 pounds. Like, if I could tow 3,500 pounds, it wouldn't be too bad to drag this for a little while. It's a torsion beam rear, so you could drag the front and just drag the back tires, and you're not really killing any type of differential. You're not spinning anything that's gonna wear out, except for the tires themselves. So if I were to put this on a carrier where I loaded the front tires only on the carrier and dragged the rear tires, it wouldn't be a bad idea. So there, we'd be able to take it with a full charge to the autocross, trailering it with my Jeep Wrangler, the Jeep Wrangler Sport, and we'd be able to get this thing to the autocross, drive it, and drive it back. But update so far with this is there's some weight savings on it. I've got the race seat. We've got some other fun things, like I've got some pedals from GM here that are really cool for the car that really actually helped. My foot was slipping off the smooth plastic accelerator. So these upgraded pedals actually really help. Some of the weight saving helped, putting the good tires on it. If you see Rich Rebuilds video on the Spark, pretty much everyone does the same thing. You know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get stickier tires. You might even put a good suspension on it. Like, we've got coilover suspension on our electric car. Megan Racing coilover suspension. Pretty unique, pretty rare. Obvious limitations being traction limited. It's becoming a mini beast, so stay tuned, everyone. We're going to do some 0 to 60 testing as well. So we'll see everyone soon, later on.